Freedom made this one.
Yeah.
We got off the phone and they told us what Kevin's manager David Becky said. I called Kevin Hart immediately. I said, hey baby, we just got off the phone with Endemol and they said Dave Becky called them up and said, you don't want anything to do with me. He said, Mo, that's a miscommunication. I can tell you right now. I said, wait a minute. Are you okay though with this white man calling them up, getting in between our relationship after something you said? He said, Mo, that's a miscommunication and we're gonna talk Tuesday. Don't worry about it. I'm telling you right now, it's a miscommunication. That was 2 years ago. If you talk to him, I talk to him. I've never talked back to Kevin Hart again. So that's what we're faced with. And I gotta say, I have been with this many. And my husband looked at me and said, Mama, you ain't no whore. You just have friendly. Tyler Perry, who you talking to? When they gonna pay that kind of money? No, I'm telling you, that's what it is. And if you just go and promote it, I said, listen, brother, you can pay me to promote it. Because at the time, now him and Oprah are producers on the film.
Right.
I said, you can pay me to do it. I don't care where the check come from, but y'all just gotta pay me to do it. So everybody that Kat sat right here and told you about, I can't wait to see your next interviews with those people.
They ain't coming on now, Mo.
Invite them.
I have.
They not gonna do it. He said, I'm not in the habit of giving out money for free. I said, and I'm not in the habit of working for free. But you gave TD Jakes a check for $1 million, but that's another story and I'm back. So when he then says that, it's like, listen, we both mutually agree. You don't give out free money, I don't work for free.
Service.
We hug Shannon, Kevin Hart. Now you know when Cat Williams said gatekeepers?
Yeah.
Kevin Hart, I do his podcast.
Yes.
And I want y'all to re-listen to the podcast so you can hear it for yourself. When he first comes on, he says, you're like my mother, you're like my aunt, you're like my sister.
Monique's long-standing grievances with Oprah Winfrey were a focal point during her appearance on the Club Shay Shay podcast, where she reiterated her sense of being mistreated by the media mogul. Over the years, Monique has publicly accused Oprah of various actions she found overbearing and hurtful, contributing to a narrative of betrayal by industry peers she once respected.
Okay, then we do the podcast. We speak about the Tyler Perry situation. Oprah Winfrey, he said, I don't really know Oprah, but I'm gonna reach out to Tyler. Appreciate that. Kevin kept his word. He reached out to Tyler Perry. Kevin Hart called me back about maybe a week or so later. He said, Mo, I talked to Tyler. He said he don't want to revisit it.
Additionally, Monique expanded her critique to include Tiffany Haddish, reacting to comments Haddish made in a GQ interview. Monique didn't stop at professional disagreements. She delved into Haddish's personal life, mentioning past DUI arrests and legal troubles, indicating a deep-seated issue that goes beyond mere professional rivalry.
He said, but I tell you what, let's move past that, Mo. Let's just move past that and let's just do great things. So whatever
That's what Kevin said.
I want you to hear me, Kevin Hart. Let's move past that, Mo. So whatever
That's what Kevin said.
I want you to hear me, Kevin Hart. Let's move past that, Mo. Let's do some great things together. Don't even worry about it. Whatever y'all want to do, I will partner with you. I'll executive produce with you. You just let me know what you want to do.
This approach underscores Monique's readiness to confront perceived injustices and personal missteps within the entertainment community, highlighting her broader concerns with the industry's ethics and conduct.
Now, let me say that before we go any further, because I want to make sure I give Kevin Hart his proper credit. When my family was up against the wall, Kevin Hart wrote us a check and said, here you go. We're forever grateful for that. When we were able to give it back, we said, brother, we appreciate you with some interest on top, because I don't ever want nobody to think, me and my husband. So I want to make sure I put that out there. That brother really helped us out when we needed to be helped out.
Another significant point of contention for Monique has been her public dispute with Tyler Perry, whom she accuses of playing a role in her being marginalized in Hollywood. She has claimed to possess audio recordings of Perry that could substantiate her allegations, though these recordings were not shared during the podcast.
Then when he came back with, I got you, I didn't ask Kevin Hart to do anything. He said, I'll executive produce, I'll partner with you. I said, good shit, Kevin, because we're in a deal with Endemol, and we're trying to get our talk show back. Mo, whatever it is, I got you.
This dispute symbolizes Monique's broader struggle against what she perceives as unfair treatment and blackballing, by influential figures in the industry. The conversation with Shannon Sharpie also covered Monique's lawsuit against Netflix for discrimination, shedding light on her fight for equitable treatment and pay equity in Hollywood. Her participation in the podcast served as a platform to discuss the challenges she's faced and to critique the industry's underlying inequalities and personal conflicts.
Now, Kevin Hart is one of the biggest entertainers right now in the world,
Correct.
right? And was then. We got off the phone with Kevin Hart. We called Endemol immediately and said, Kevin Hart said, whatever we want to do, he got us. He's going to partner executive use. They was like, oh, this is incredible, because when you put Kevin Hart's name on it, you already know what it is.
Correct.
Monique's candidness in addressing these issues on Club Shay Shay emphasizes her determination to call out those she feels have wronged her or contributed to systemic injustices within the entertainment sector. Her remarks provide insight into the complex dynamics of Hollywood, especially regarding representation, equity, and maintaining personal integrity amidst its power structures. Monique and Kevin Hart have been in a public disagreement, but Kevin has another notable dispute with comedian Cat Williams. Adding complexity to Kevin's situation is the announcement from his ex-wife, Tori, that she will be opening for Cat Williams on his upcoming comedy tour named The Dark Matter. The history between Kevin and Tori hints that she may have insights to share that could add fuel to the ongoing feud between Cat and Kevin. Cat Williams has not been shy about his criticisms of Kevin Hart, accusing him of being inauthentic and suggesting his success is more about industry manipulation than genuine talent. By collaborating with Tori for his tour, Cat seems to be signaling an intention to reveal more about Kevin's career, potentially challenging the public's perception of how Kevin achieved his success. The prospect of Tori and Cat teaming up likely adds to the pressure Kevin might be feeling, especially if they intend to disclose significant information about him. Kevin Hart's challenges have been mounting, notably following allegations made by his former assistant, Ma Aisha Schick. She accused Kevin of infidelity and financial irresponsibility, including failing to pay staff due to gambling problems. Ma Aisha supported her claims with evidence, implicating a sports nutritionist named Connor Morgan as one of Kevin's alleged affairs. In response to these serious accusations, Kevin initiated a defamation lawsuit against Ma Aisha and the interviewer, also accusing them of violating a non-disclosure agreement. Amid these controversies, Cat Williams provided his take, scrutinizing Kevin Hart's swift ascent in show business. Cat questioned the authenticity of Kevin's background story, particularly contrasting Kevin's claims of developing his comedy career on the East Coast with his current prominence in Los Angeles. These disputes paint a picture of a tangled web of personal and professional conflicts surrounding Kevin Hart, with key figures like Monique, Cat Williams, and now Tori, his ex-wife, playing significant roles in the unfolding drama. The anticipation builds as audiences wonder what revelations might emerge from Cat Williams' tour, and whether Kevin Hart will navigate these controversies successfully. Cat Williams is adding his voice to those who question the real story behind Kevin Hart's rise to fame. According to Cat, Kevin's journey to stardom didn't follow the usual path of hard work and gradually earning recognition. Instead, Cat suggests that Kevin had special arrangements that catapulted him to fame from the start, implying that Kevin might have compromised his values for success. Cat contrasts this with his own career, highlighting his commitment to maintaining control over his work and refusing to compromise his integrity, even if it means passing up lucrative deals. This controversy touches on a wider debate about the roles black male actors are often asked to play, specifically the expectation for them to wear dresses in their roles, which some argue is a tactic to diminish black masculinity. Dave Chappelle has also addressed this issue, recalling a time during a 2006 interview with Oprah when he was pressured into wearing a dress for a movie scene. Chappelle resisted, viewing it as an unnecessary compromise that went against his principles. Dave Chappelle's determination to stay true to his values was further demonstrated when he chose to walk away from a $50 million contract with Comedy Central. He feared that continuing the deal would compromise his artistic freedom and force him to participate in content that mocked him rather than celebrated his humor. Chappelle's actions reflect a broader stance against compromising personal integrity or financial gain, a sentiment that Cat Williams echoes in his critique of Kevin Hart's path to success. Kevin Hart, when questioned about the pressure on Black comedians to engage in self-degrading acts for success, stressed the importance of artists maintaining their integrity and not violating their personal boundaries for fame. This discussion between comedians sheds light on a critical issue: the balance between safeguarding one's brand and navigating the hurdles faced by Black entertainers in Hollywood. Kevin Hart pointed out that while he hadn't faced a situation that forced him to compromise his principles, including wearing a dress for a role, he intended to uphold his values. Despite these intentions, Kevin Hart's appearance in a dress and wig on Saturday Night Live (SNL) contradicted his stated stance, drawing criticism from both fans and peers who oppose such portrayals. This action was seen by many, including Cat Williams, as a betrayal of Hart's previously expressed commitment to integrity, with Cat accusing Kevin of hypocrisy for engaging in the very act he seemed to criticize. Cat Williams used this incident to discuss the broader issue of the emasculation of Black male comedians in Hollywood, criticizing Kevin Hart for what he saw as a compromise of his earlier principles. The controversy deepened when Hart addressed the backlash on The Breakfast Club, suggesting that Cat Williams' difficulties in the industry were self-inflicted, citing personal behavior and lack of commitment rather than industry bias as the root causes of Cat's challenges. Kevin Hart argued that Cat Williams' lack of a strong work ethic and adherence to industry standards was the reason he wasn't as successful as his contemporaries. In response, Cat Williams dismissed Kevin's accusations regarding substance AB and highlighted their differing career paths, suggesting they deliberately avoided each other. Cat implied that Kevin Hart's willingness to meet industry expectations branded him as compliant, in stark contrast to Cat's own approach of maintaining autonomy and refusing to sacrifice his principles. Cat Williams has openly criticized Kevin Hart's success, arguing it was less about talent and more about compliance with what Hollywood wanted. Cat even claimed that he turned down roles that Kevin later accepted, suggesting that Kevin's career benefited from Cat's refusal to participate in projects he found disagreeable. This feud between them is more than just personnel. It reflects on the larger issue of how Black entertainers navigate the demands of Hollywood, balancing their artistic integrity against the industry's power structures. Kevin Hart, for his part, seemed less concerned about maintaining strict boundaries regarding his values, especially when it came to choosing roles. The drama escalated when Cat Williams decided to bring Kevin Hart's ex-wife, Tori, into the mix by having her open for him on his upcoming comedy tour called The Dark Matter. This development has sparked widespread speculation because Kevin and Tori's divorce was fraught with conflict and unresolved issues. There's anticipation that Tori might reveal sensitive details about Kevin during the tour. Kevin and Tori parted ways in 2011 after Tori filed for divorce, citing Kevin's infidelity and disrespect as the main reasons for their split. Rumors suggested Kevin had already started a relationship with his current wife, Eniku Parrish, while still married to Tori. Kevin's unfaithfulness was a significant strain, but he also openly disrespected Tori, often in the presence of other women he was involved with. What's more, Tori played a crucial role in developing Kevin's comedic style, contributing significantly to his material without receiving proper recognition or compensation. Despite her contributions to his rise in comedy, Kevin often made light of his infidelities in his stand-up routines, using their private struggles for public entertainment. This public airing of their personal issues was particularly painful for Tori, who had supported Kevin's career from the beginning, helping him hone the comedy that would eventually lead to his success. Kevin Hart's approach to using his personal life, especially his infidelities, as material for his comedy routines has drawn criticism for being insensitive and disrespectful. Many fans and critics argue that making jokes about his cheating is not only in poor taste but also disrespects the commitment and vows he once shared with his ex-wife, Tori. Despite Tori's initial reluctance to divorce, highlighting her deep commitment to their union, the unfolding drama illustrates a disregard for the sanctity of their relationship. The dynamic between Kevin, Tori, and Cat Williams adds layers of complexity to their personal and professional lives, each navigating the fallout of their actions under public scrutiny. Tori had envisioned a future where she and Kevin would rise together in the comedy scene, dedicating herself fully to supporting Kevin's aspirations. However, Kevin seemed indifferent to the controversy his actions and comments stirred, even post-divorce. He openly mined their shared past, including his infidelity, for laughs in his 2017 comedy specials, showing a preference for humor over sensitivity. This period also saw controversy over an anniversary post from Kevin's then-wife, Eniku, which implied an overlap with his marriage to Tori, sparking further public speculation and debate. Eniku's defense was that Kevin and Tori had already been separated at the time, a claim Tori refuted, maintaining that her relationship with Kevin was still intact when Eniku entered the picture. This public back and forth, with Kevin often laughing off the speculation, underscores his inclination to trivialize the serious implications of his past actions, much to Tori's detriment. With Tori set to participate in Cat Williams' comedy tour, there's growing speculation that she may share insights that could challenge Kevin's public image and possibly impact his career. This scenario has many onlookers bracing for potential revelations that could shed new light on Kevin Hart's personal and professional conduct. The announcement of Cat Williams' tour, featuring Kevin Hart's ex-wife Tori, has sparked widespread speculation and concern for Kevin. Given that both Cat and Tori possess deep insights into Kevin's life, there's a palpable anxiety over what might be disclosed if they choose to speak out during the tour. This unease was further compounded by Cat's revealing interview, which, coupled with the tour announcement, has put Kevin in an uncomfortable spotlight. In response to the growing controversy and Cat's pointed criticisms, Kevin took to social media in an attempt to redirect the conversation. He characterized Cat as merely disgruntled, while simultaneously promoting his new Netflix movie, Lift. This strategy was perceived by some as an evasive maneuver, aimed more at deflecting Cat's critiques than engaging with the substance of those claims. Furthermore, Kevin's defenders, including comedian Tiffany Haddish, have tried to downplay Cat's comments as mere sour grapes and a bid for attention. This response, however, may have inadvertently amplified the controversy, drawing even more attention to Cat's interview and, by extension, tour. The result was a surge in interest in ticket sales for Cat's shows, underscoring the public's keen anticipation of what might come next in this unfolding drama involving Kevin. This situation reveals the intricate and often fraught dynamics among comedians within the industry, where personal grievances and professional rivalries intermingle with public personas and performances. The defenses mounted for Kevin, rather than mitigating the fallout, have instead heightened curiosity and concern about the potential repercussions for his career. As anticipation builds for Cat's tour, many are watching closely, eager to see how this saga will unfold and what impact it may have on Kevin Hart. The announcement of Cat Williams' tour, featuring Kevin Hart's ex-wife Tori, sparked widespread speculation and concern for Kevin, considering the potential revelations from two individuals deeply familiar with his life. Kevin's response to the ensuing chatter, a social media post where he dismissed Cat as bitter while promoting his Netflix film Lift, did little to quell the growing interest in the feud. Instead, it seemed to sidestep the core issues Cat raised, leading some to view Kevin's move as an evasion rather than a direct confrontation. Critics, including those close to Kevin, attempted to downplay Cat's comments as mere attention-seeking, but this only intensified public curiosity, inadvertently boosting interest in Cat's tour. Kevin's attempt to maintain a composed facade when asked about the tour did little to hide his underlying frustration with the situation. This tension comes amid poor reception of his latest film, Leaf, which has been criticized for underperforming and garnering a low approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Critics have been unkind, suggesting the film fails to engage its audience meaningfully. Kevin's current predicament is compounded by the alliance between Cat and Tori, particularly given his reported attempts to dissuade Tori from participating in the tour, hinting at unspecified consequences. However, public sentiment seems to favor Tori's decision to collaborate with Cat, viewing it as a well-deserved opportunity for her to step into the limelight independently, a chance she arguably did not receive during her time with Kevin, despite her contributions to his success. The discourse surrounding Tori's involvement in Cat's tour raises questions about her motivations, whether this is an act of retribution or a legitimate step in her career. Regardless of the intentions, this development has captured the public's imagination, with many eagerly anticipating the tour's potential insights into Kevin's life and career. The unfolding drama underscores the complex dynamics of personal relationships, professional rivalry, and the pursuit of individual success in the entertainment industry. No matter how you look at it, this entire drama has caught the eye of the public.
I can tell you what it feel like.